The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Morning, guys. There's the 8 o'clock bell. Thank you, Ed. Happy Tuesday, fellas. Very good morning. James, good morning. Guys, very, very good morning. Happy Tuesday. Sight and sound is good. I appreciate it. Hope everyone had a great afternoon. Markets seem to be, they bought everything back. When I got up, we had a negative delta of around 1,400 contracts. We now have a positive delta of 300. Let's see here. And I forgot to do one thing. 342 was yesterday's close. Let me just update this, guys. There's yesterday's close. Yesterday's high, 424.75. There we go. Yeah, well, we've got Powell at 8:30, so we're not going to do any trading this morning. I mean, I have no 203.75 for the low. I have obviously ahead of Powell, I'm not doing any trading. Who knows what he's going to say? I'm really surprised he's speaking a week before FOMC. I thought it was actually morning, Pascal. I thought it was 10-day quiet period, but apparently I'm wrong. He's resigning today? Or are you just speculating? Oh, rumor. No kidding. I guess we'll find out in 29 minutes. Be interesting to see how the market reacts to that. If you guys are here on trial, good morning and welcome. Overnight session. They're going to prosecute him for lying to Congress. I didn't know that was official, that they were officially going to prosecute him. The overnight session, guys, was pretty good. Now, for those of you that are on trial, and maybe those that watch the video at some point in the future, we trade gold, copper, and crude from 1 a.m. Eastern until 6 a.m. Eastern. My daily goal on, I've downsized it, for the summer months, but NASDAQ on the Ninja Renko hit daily goal 450. That is my daily profit target, 450. Gold on the 15-minute also hit profit target of 450. That is its daily goal. And Ninja Renko on copper, its daily goal is 400, hit 437.50, daily goal in. And daily goal on crude, daily goal is 400, hit 450. So we're at daily goal everywhere. The only thing that has taken a loss is the NASDAQ on the 1 minute. I ran it on the test, currently down 1,800. This is the test. I did not run it on the official 1 minute. There's no point. I mean, yesterday this did, $4,000. I couldn't count it, or don't count it because I'm testing the settings. So I'm just running it on this, but it took a losing trade. It was in a short, took a losing trade. Powell opening remarks at some conference, no monetary policy. Okay, thank you. So he's not going to resign. All right, well, nonetheless, we're not going to do any trading ahead of Powell. Who knows? He could say something that screws up a trade. I am just dumbfounded that this market seems to keep going and going and going. And for those of us that are old enough to have lived through 2000, it's just scary. In the overnight session, volume is right about average. Now, yesterday we were down about 25,000 contracts. Today we're a couple thousand light. We're right. 68,000 is normal average volume, and we're there. So basically average volume. We're good on the volume, or at least better than yesterday. Let me just take a look at this 15-minute. Looks like we have a trend line here. This looks like a bull flag to me. Looks like we're going up. Going long, Phyllis. What it looks like. We're at yesterday's close. We could reject that. In any event, good morning. We'll see what we can scarf together today. For those of you guys that are on trial, we left. I want to say that ES was down $100 maybe when we left. It finished up 500. The bots run until noon, so they run for an hour after we leave the room. There was a little get back on the 1 minute. Still finished down yesterday between the overnight session and the cash session. The bots were up 150, $170, something. Nothing. Be that as it may, it's a new day. We'll see what we can come up with. I'll read the disclaimer and go get a cup of coffee, and I guess we'll wait to hear what Powell has to say, if anything. Let me just make sure I've got U.S. government required disclaimer. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them. In order to invest in the futures and options markets, do not trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. This presentation is for educational purposes only. The opinions expressed in this presentation are mine and mine alone. All trades presented should be considered hypothetical and should not be expected to be replicated in a live trading account. Last but not least, past performance is not indicative of future results. The fact that I may or may not be in a trade does not lend more or less credence to any trade. Please trade according to your own accounts. Please trade according to your tolerance for risk. I still have a downside target at 71. Resistance 14 to 16 area. Back to a positive delta of 125 contracts. Our cash session is just sucky. It really just sucks. We have no news that I'm aware of. We do have a Fed speaker later in the day, non-voter. think we Richmond Fed, but I don't think that's going to do anything for us. Building a wedge here on the 2-minute. Good Lord, man. Seriously, can I just never start out with a win anymore? Tired of working out of holes. ES is going to go take that. That's going to take a loss. ES is going to get to 61. I'm sorry, 51. NASDAQ is in worse shape. ES and YM are in the best shape. YM leading. ES trying to push. NASDAQ might get back to that 14 is where it's got resistance. Told you. God bless it. I'm going to start, I think, starting these earlier. It held that 14. Oh, yeah, it's definitely due to lower volume. Now we have support here at 39. Or, I'm sorry, 96. That's going to have to break. Building a bear flag. Oh, yeah, it's like this every summer. That's why I tend to take Fridays off in the summer because everybody else does. And it's, Fridays are the slowest of the slow. Fridays and Mondays are. It's coming to 70. All right, got target. That was painful to get target, but it did. Took a ton of heat. Yeah, absolutely, Kit. No question. If that gets target, guys, it's done for the day. Missed it by a few ticks, but target, it's done. That's it. Done for the day. Daily goal in. Now we just need some wins on the ES. And if I get one on the 1 minute, we're going to be overextended down here at the 67. ES is long. They're starting to sell them a little more aggressively here. Let me see the hourly. Yeah, we're coming into support here, though. 59. I think 59 will bounce this 60 area. Let's see here. It's top of the hourly cloud. Small bounce. $300 sellers, guys. I wouldn't get juiced up about shorts yet. Should get to the whole number. Anybody long? Got to get above 188. Value area low. Delta's down to 2,700. No, we're going to 225. We're going to the standard line. Then we're going to VWAP. Come on, keep going, baby. Here's what we're failing. Value area low for now. Need to get above 88. Once above 88, we start working to 288. Volume point of control, unless that adjusts. Back to the pivot. Trade runners as you guys see fit. I'm holding out. Just got a short now on this. We get above 88, we're going. Of course, that'll kill that ES trade again. Delta's back below 3,000 negative. One minute may turn up and give us a trade. Haven't had a trade yet today. All right, guys. We're pushing through. Come on. Got to break this 88. Come on. Let's go, Chooch. 88. Buyers. I think if we push through that 88 to 90, it's going to be a pretty quick move. We're trying to go below 2,900 net negative delta. We're below. Trying to go below 28. Some sellers. Come on, it broke. I don't care how slow it is if it gets me my target, buddy. Came close to going below 28. We got to 28.07. Some sellers came in. Below 28. Getting a little toppy here. We're at yesterday's low. We got a little bit of an issue here at 0304. But you guys can take risk off if you'd like. If we can push through yesterday's low at 203, we're going to get target. We're back to 28 and change on the negative delta. Sellers are pressing here just ahead of the low or just below yesterday's low. But if we break through yesterday's low, we're going to target. Back to 2,900 sellers here. And I'm fixing to take this off. All right, I'm flat for now. I don't think it's a short, but we're failing yesterday's low, and we're not holding, which is now lined up with value area low, which I don't like. Okay. I do think we can come back to 155. Now we're holding the pivot from the top side. Torturously slow. All right, there's target. All right, there's daily goal on the 1 minute on Apex PAs. I'll screenshot it later. pending. I don't think. Boring. There it is. Target hit and filled. Done and done. Made money. We could flip here, guys. Give me a couple minutes, fellas. I'll be right. And I'm up $1,400 in this trade. I'm not going to break it down to the bar specific. I mean, I teach an order flow class if you want to take it. Let's go get VWAP. Come on. Let's go, homie. 37.50. I'll take 2. Let's go. You chump. And we're into this damn low volume area now. To the tick. Let's push. Come on, one more push. I'm surprised we're not at VWAP. We could pull back to 190. All right, I'm going to take risk off in about 1 second. If this doesn't bounce back up through 15 pretty quickly, I'm going to kill it, take the profits. All right, I'm flat. I'm flat for now. Back to yesterday's low. We're going to VWAP. We're going to get to 38. Here's another buy. No, that's the same one. Same candle. You have a long entry you like, Craig?
Not for a long time.
You got a short entry you like?
It'll be a ways up. No. I have it in the middle of a range here. Just not. I mean, I had just a spectacular day. I'm not gonna try to get in the middle.
And finally, what's your PC specs to run the order flow indicator? You can email me all that stuff. Yeah, I see your question, Charles, but right, I'm trading. I'm not gonna. I don't do a lot of education, especially, and I mean no disrespect, especially for trials. The whole point of your trial is to come in here, view the room, watch the automated system trade, watch my trades, and then decide, do I want to be a part of that? I don't do a whole lot of education. during the session. So here's what this is targeting. This is going to 242. Mark it down. Mark it down. Now it may be a circuitous route there, but it's going to 242.
Russia's oil and gas revenue are set to fall by 37% year-on-year to around 680 billion rubles.
Down to 1,300 on the net sellers. They're going to buy all these back. You have 245. Well, now it disappeared. I caught a nice copper short too, Greg.
Yeah, no, the metals were fun.
If you guys want to try along, you can try it at 225 half. Just hit, there it is. You'd be long now, half. First target maybe 36. Nice job, Randy. Nice job. I'm getting hungry.
I hear you.
Yeah, but you've been up since what, 3?
Yeah, I got dinner coming. Dinner hits at about 11.
What you got coming?
Chicken shish kebabs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Grilled or did you order it?
Oh no, they will be. No. I put the order in with Uber Eats. Have them go get it at the place across the street, and make them fight the construction. I got so much construction in my neighborhood, it ain't funny.
Or the early morning session, European session actually, from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. Eastern. Gold on the Ninzarenko up 450. Gold on the 15-minute up 450. And crude up 450. And copper up 437.50. So we got GC, CL, 437.50. NASDAQ on the 1 minute up 600, hit daily goal. Everything is hit daily goal. The only thing that's screwing me is ES. NASDAQ on the Ninzarenko plus 580. So everything, I mean, $20 to daily goal. Trump is speaking. He won't say anything to screw the markets up. And currently down 17.25 in the ES. So this runs till noon. If it can get one more trade, I'd be ecstatic. And then last but not least, this is an Apex group up 405 on a $400. This is trading 2 contracts. So my daily goal is $400. Okay. Anybody have any questions, guys?